Social spinner says up. 2 seconds. We have a winner. Len Gooch. Thank you. No sound. You sound like about Watopia road extensions. Now we're good. Sorry about that, everyone. Just getting all this set up. So I'm in an office here that has a ton of upstream bandwidth, so I'm going to hijack this link for now. I thought I'd just go live. I'm just about to head off to the Green Edge video movie / One for All for One preview, and I've snuck in to a workplace with a ton of bandwidth. We have NBN coming in 50 days, Von? 50 days? Couple of months. Oh God, I can't wait. We're going to do a lot more with live stuff. But let me use you guys as a sounding board. I'm thinking of doing a scheduled live where people can call in and give me their requirements, their cycling, and I just punch out advice about what trainer, what tech might help them. Because I get a lot of questions, Kicker or Neo, or which head unit to buy, but it's really hard to give people just based on one paragraph. But if I can have a conversation with people about a lot more things than just, what should I buy? Like, what's your requirements, noise requirements? Do you like road feel, erg mode usage? What level cyclist you're at? So, anyway, I'm toying around with a few ideas like that. So, it should be fun. Whether it'll work or not, we don't know. But it's the internet. If it doesn't work, keep punching on. Jethro, you won tickets to Perth screening. Good stuff. Do more workouts. Okay, I'll take that on board. I need to do more workouts. Yeah, Von agrees.
A workout.
So the channel's doing really well at the moment, so a big thanks to everyone, except for that audio thing that I had at the start of the video. But subscriptions are going up. I do judge the channel's success based on the growth of the subscriptions. And all that data is visible to everyone. If you go over to Social Blade and punch in, it's at socialblade.com and punch in GPLama there, you can just track my stats and keep me honest about how the channel's going. The workouts, Tim, do pretty well. There's a sort of a core group of hardcore training people who watch my stuff. Subscriber viewers are only about 30%. Most of my channel stuff is just drive-by informational stuff, which is evergreen, which is cool. I like putting that out there. A lot of the stuff on the kickers and the neos and all the other trainers. Yeah. If I like numbers, there's 200 milliseconds audio lag. Sorry. I really think I just hit the wrong button then completely. But let me know if I'm still online. I've only just flipped this audio OBS software up. More Flowboat profiles, that stuff is good. As in expert, you mean the Relive stuff? Relive is pretty cool. I met the guys from Relive at Eurobike last year. I'm keen to see what they're doing with their service sort of from here on in, because it's a bit static, you know what I mean, where they put live data on the screen or more data or more options. This year I make this review on the new pedal-based power meter. Is that the Asano? Well, I'm not quite sure of the name of that. I haven't dived into that yet. Ivanhoe Cycles Megastore has a Hammer and Neo on display. Excellent, hooked up to Zwift. Good stuff. I have to drop in there. That's not too far from home. I have to drop in and check it out. Audio, sorry about the delay if there's lag there. I'll just look at the quick settings here. But, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know what you're up to today. And any Zwift tip ideas that people have. If you want to know more about what part of Zwift, if there's anything I think what I have to do is people just don't get it. They just don't get Zwift. That's an easy one. You have to go and get Zwift. If you sit on a bike and just like you start up Zwift and you open it, you just sort of sitting there on the side of the road. It makes no sense. But if you go out and get it, if you go out and join that bunch ride, or join that training group, or join that e-fondo, or ride up a hill and the resistance kicks in, or you ride down a hill and the resistance lets go and you've got to put it in the big ring. That's what it's all about. You've got to have someone to show you that rather than just load it up yourself and go, I'm on the side of the road, what the hell is this thing? So I might do a Zwift tip on that. Sounds like I'm in the toilet. Yeah, it's very echoey in here. Just going through the comments here. Yeah, Jesse, thanks for the comments on this, the Zwift stuff. On YouTube, you really need to extend out the views. You'll see a lot of people do 10-minute videos, 12-minute videos, 50. You've really got to That's what YouTube want you to do. They want you to keep people on the channel. There's an element of that for me. I want people to watch and to produce good content. So the Zwift things are a little bit of an experiment to see how YouTube react to me making really short stuff. The community's reacted really well. YouTube, the views are okay. But the people are learning from that and having a better experience. And that's what I'm all about. So I'll keep doing those ones. When I did the Strava flyby video of the other cyclist I met up on the... Okay, so Strava flybys is kind of scary. It really is. I passed, what happens if other people didn't see it, I passed somebody on a bridge when I was recording one of my videos, and I stopped the screen and I did a CSI. I looked up their stats and I knew how far they'd ridden that year. I knew the ride they were on, I knew where they started. It's all public information. Pretty scary though. I was going to do one video where I just chose somebody randomly on a ride that I rode past and profiled them, but I think that's a bit creepy. I might have to anonymise it a bit, but I just still want to show people out there, when you're on Strava public leaderboards, there's a lot of implications of being on that. Do I have an inside track? So I'm just reading through the comments here, so talk amongst yourself while I try and make sense of these comments here as they fly by. Since I a course editor for Zwift. No, it's their own engine. That's all I know. It's their own engine that they make, so there's no simple world builder. I think they have to build their own tools to build their own world. That's why it takes them so long to design a course and get it all right. Integration of trainer road workouts into Zwift. Mikey, there was a bit of a controversial post from the owner of Trainer Road a while back. People were taking Trainer Road workouts and putting them in Zwift. They claimed it was their IP. Not quite sure how you can copyright 2x20s or 5x5s, but I guess there's a few things there. They may have been naming them the same things. There's a bit of dodginess around people taking someone's product and putting it into another. I haven't danced there at all. All the workouts that I make are completely made up my own, based on what I do, or just to have a bit of fun, because a lot of the times it's about chasing FTP, do that number or get out. I don't want it to be like that. I want people to ride the LAMA course or ride the Sydney Harbour Bridge course and just have fun, and the goal is to get through it, not to bust out FTPs or not to do this or that. So I need to bring in an element of fun for that. Other questions, have I tried full gas? Yeah, I have. Back in the day though, it's been a while since I've tried that. I know Mike quite well, he's a great guy. He's here in Melbourne. Yeah, there's a couple of the Summerfest guys are here in Melbourne. The full gas guys are here in Melbourne. Melbourne's where it's at for cycling, indoor cycling. Would I wear an S-Works Evade on a long climb? Asks AP. Yes, I would. I wore it for the Tour of Bright 2014 when I won that, even up the Hotham stage. If you're going above, 22 kilometres an hour, then Aero works. It's a big long ride out to the base of the climb. Yeah, there's not much trade-off. It also stops me getting tiger stripes from the sun. That's why I wear an Aero helmet. The full bowling ball Aero helmet's not really my thing, but hey, Aero counts a lot. Just scrolling through the questions here. A lot of good chat happening, so I appreciate that. Do I get any further with slope mode and workouts on Zwift? No. What I've been looking at is in workout mode, you've got workout mode, which is just raw workout mode, you chase the numbers yourself, or erg mode, where you do the numbers or you get out. And that's too forceful. I want erg mode I'd like an erg mode where it says ride up 8% for 5 minutes and then ride 0%, like base it on gradient and then you choose the effort, just like outside. It sort of replicates what Zwift does in the real world anyway, but no one does that. Golden Cheetah has a mode to do it. It's dodgy, really bad, doesn't work very well at all. The LAMA workouts are fantastic, thank you for that. I hope they're a bit of fun. If anything that I can bring is a bit of fun for the workouts, especially the LAMA. I made people write my nickname with their heart rate and power. If you can get through that, and they're a super tough workout. Any shops in Oz that have the new version of the Kicker Snap yet? Oh, good question. I don't know. Get onto FE Sports. They may know. Their customer service is pretty good at FE Sports up in Brisbane. They're the importers. How do I do workouts onto a Mac? I'm a noob on Macs. Vince, it's the same. You just download the ZWO files onto a Mac computer. It's documents Zwift workouts, and away you go. How to load them on iOS? don't even want to touch that. It's a difficult process. You've got to actually hook up iTunes, select the app, Zwift app, export a directory, import it, or use a third-party tool. Bit hard. Hopefully they go to the cloud soon. Mark, how you doing, mate? Good to have you on board. I've got to go in about 5 minutes or so. I've got to nick over to, where am I heading from? I'm lost in the city. Federation Square. So Swift tip. If anyone's got any other ideas or questions or queries, fire them away below. Happy to have a chat. The video I put up last night of the run City to Surf, it was a run, it wasn't a ride, it wasn't bike related, but it's Strava related. I love that data. Having one piece of data is interesting from someone's run or ride that you can see on Strava. When you put them all together, some really interesting trends come out of that. I've got the Ride London data, which I have around just under 13,000 activities that I've gone through and had a look at. Really interesting trends. It's kind of limited though because it is from the Strava service. So obviously the Strava Android and the Strava iPhone app are always elevated for that. Am I still using my Cav power up button? No, I'm not. I unwired that from the handlebars a while ago. I kept the wire in the handlebars from the makey for a bit. That was cool. I'd like to see more things like that, more hardware. I don't think we'll see it from Zwift though, because Zwift are a software company, but more hardware. Zwift on Android would be great. I believe that's in the pipeline for Zwift. They've been saying it has. Bless you, Yvonne. I'm going to get an Android phone. As I say, I'm an iPhone user and quad lock. It's all where it's at for me. But I need an Android phone to be across that tech as well. So coming soon. John watched my wheel balancing video. Didn't have a wheel trilling sound or anything. Let the back wins. John, you can do it not just your normal on a bike. If it's your front wheel, so spin your bike upside down. Just don't scratch the hoods. You can balance your wheel that way on the front wheel. On the back, just unhook the chain. Or take the chain off, and you'll still be able to get some freewheeling motion to get a bit of balance on the wheel there. That video's done quite well. It was funny. I just put a t-shirt and shorts on for that video. I've got to get more corporate, more collar, more nicer looking, better audio and things for those. Good night, Mark. You're riding to work tomorrow. Good job. He's off to bed. Paul asks, he's moving house. If you cancel his subscription, will all the stats still be there? Yes, they keep your account and keep you on file there. So I guess under privacy laws, if you request to be completely removed, that probably would. But if you just cancel your subscription and then re-sign up later or re-initiate your subscription, all your stats are still there. That was the case in the past. Power dropouts when using Zwift mobile link and stages via Bluetooth when running Mac on Zwift Power. I haven't used Bluetooth a lot. I've only used it just to test to see if it works. Things like the NPE cable device and just general connections straight to the Mac, but not long enough, not like 2 or 3 hour sessions and then gone through and reviewed the data. In theory, it should work just fine. In practice, I do like ANT Plus with a clean 2.4 gig environment at home. So moving your Wi-Fi over to channel 1, making sure you've got friendly neighbours who aren't using the channels that can interfere. As for Bluetooth, those stages via Bluetooth and the Zwift mobile link, Jethro, I'd go ANT Plus if you can. It's just easier. It really is. Security-wise, it's a nightmare because it's broadcast. I guess just making sure, everything in the 2.4 gig range is nice and clean. So if you can, switch off 2.4 gig on your Wi-Fi router and use 5 gig and above. Most routers nowadays are dual band. I've switched off the 2.4 gig range at home, which is fantastic, except my printer only supports 2.4. William Bruce asks, which is the best smart trainer? I like that question. And I'll be able to do, soon I'm hoping to have this set up with my NBN connection at home where people can just call in and we can have a chat about your requirements, about what trainer will suit you. I've got them all. I collect them all. I love riding most of them. But they're all different. If you need silence, like if you're in a room like this, it echoes a lot. It's a baby sleeping next door or somebody doing a meeting next door, you need a Neo. No question. Neo is the only answer for now. If noise isn't a primary concern, there's a few different options. And then you've got price to factor in as well. Best advice at the moment would be go over to GPLama.com and up the top there of GPLama.com there's a trainer guide. There's some quick links, and I've got every trainer that I've ever ridden, broken, loved, hated. I've got a summary. I've got a one score from 1 to 10. My thoughts on that, and that does change based on firmware. So head over to GPLama.com and have a look there. Why is my distance on the Garmin different compared to Zwift? I like the question. Doing a lot of climbing, could that affect it? Absolutely. If you're using a Garmin head unit indoors, like I do as well on Zwift, to track lap times and other power stats that don't come up on Zwift, your distance overall will be different. The distance on the head unit is based on the flywheel turning. That's the physical flywheel, and that's all. It can be whatever. On Zwift, your distance and speed is based on the gradient, it's based on your weight, it's based on, primarily your watts per kilo, so how much power you're putting out, if you're drafting someone or not, so it's an entirely different world, so they're two entirely separate things. Overall distance on Zwift is interesting to track, but indoors you need to track effort and time. They're the two things you need to track indoors. Smart Trainer shootout video. I've got, I think, 20 smart trainers. The shootout video will take all day, but I'm going to have NBN soon, so we've got all day to live stream. Neo is best. Curtis, yep, there's a lot of... I bet you, Curtis, you've bought a Neo. Let me know. There's a lot of owner bias when it comes to that. It's like cars as well. Holden versus Ford here in Australia, or Subaru. I like my Subarus. Have I tried wax lube? Is it just a gimmick? John asks. Slane loves it. Dr. Slane. A few people are right into it. The theory is it's great. I think it's a little higher maintenance though. Again, a bit of owner bias there. If you've invested your time into it, you love it. And great, it has merit. For me, I oil my chain probably once a month. I ride a lot indoors. I haven't gone that route yet. I try and optimize and minimize everything. So I'll say I'm observing, I guess is the word, other people waxing their chains to see how it goes. It'd be nice indoors though if I can just like wax everything, clean everything, and not have a fear of anything flying off the walls and the carpet and stuff. Have I cycled much outside? Yeah, I've spent the last 10 years competing. I've cycled a lot outside. It's all over on GPLama.com. Have a look on the GPLama.com, all the Palomers, is it? It's all there. The Oz cycling guy is super into it, and there's a solid video on the wax lube stuff. Yeah, I had a quick look at that. Again, I'll sit back and watch and see how it goes. We might look into that soon. 9:42, I've got to get out of here. I've got a premiere of the Green Edge video to go and see. Again, apologies for the audio at the start of the video. People are probably thumbs downing and disappearing, but that's all cool. Thank you for the banter, everyone. We'll go live a lot more, a lot sooner. I have Eurobike coming up in 2 weeks. We'll be off to, I've got to fly via Hong Kong to get there though, so it's going a long way around. I've got a few ideas for videos, but feel free people to email me or ping me on any of the social channels that I operate or I abuse often with too many posts. Twitter, Instagram, etc. I'll be on those quite a bit at Eurobike because getting video out from Eurobike is pretty hard with the bandwidth over there. So there should be a few new announcements in the trainer space, we hope. Well, there's going to be, I think. But the bike tech stuff, here's a tidbit. The Garmin new pedals, the picture of those is leaked online. Very interesting. The Garmin 1030 also, whether that's rumour or true, I don't know. Again, hopefully we find out. Okay, I've got to run. Thank you everyone for your chats. Thank you everyone for putting up with my audio at the start there, and looking forward to a lot more live stuff. And again, really appreciate all the views and the comments below. Any Zwift to Zwift tips people are after, whack them below. Let me know. I can tackle those in under 60 seconds, and it really helps everyone have a better experience online. That's about it. Enjoy your day, and I'll post a Twitter review of the Green Edge movie when I'm out of there. So enjoy your day, everyone. I'll see you very soon.